This is Soy,
And this is Dyra,
and you're listening to Hair and Whatever.
Unfiltered Salon Talk. Hey y'all. This is Soy and I am Dyra.
Hola.
And today we have a special guest on the show,
Hey.
Simone.
Oh, yeah. I'm Simone.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, thanks guys for having me.
Oh, you're welcome.
I'm Simone. I go by Simone Renee. I'm a photographer here in Atlanta. Yeah, and I pretty much I shoot lifestyle portraits, and weddings every now and then, but I will stick to lifestyle portraiture.
Nice. Shout out to the creatives.
Yes, I am a creative.
So today we're going to be talking about, Soy, what we talking about?
Okay, so today we're going to be talking about our hair topic is, do you prefer to wear your hair straight or curly in a professional setting or to go to an interview? Yeah.
And what's our whatever?
Our whatever is the lovely Simone, and she's going to be talking about photography.
Cool.
Yeah, we have a lot of questions about photography.
Let's do it. Let's get it.
Yeah.
All right, so Soy, would you wear your hair straight or curly to an interview? Oh wait, hold
but
on.
first we got to do our crown of the week.
Yes, let's do our crown of the week.
Our crown of the week goes to
Marseille, or Martin.
It's Marseille. Is it Marseille?
Marseille or
Yeah,
Marseille? I don't
Martin.
know.
Anyway, she looked fly,
Yeah, she's premiering this week her movie,
and I cannot wait to go see it. It looks really funny.
Yeah, so I just like she was on her cover on the movie, like the way her hair was, and I just think it's like super dope that she's like 14 and a producer, like
I know, that's
doing
amazing.
big things, So
And she's a curly girl.
exactly. So now, would you wear your hair straight or curly to an interview or professional setting? Would you, Soy?
Because I wear my hair both ways, I think that I would go back and forth. I mean, and I guess because I really never really worked in corporate like that. I've always pretty much worked for myself. So I really never had to
Boss moves.
Right.
Goals.
I really never had to make that,
Yeah.
decision to be like, oh, well, let me, wear my hair straight. And I think that being the rebel that I am, I probably would be on some like power to the people Afro shit, really, if I, just
Yeah.
to prove a point. 'Cause I
Yeah.
like doing that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. How about you? Do you feel like that you would wear your hair straight or curly? I already know the answer to this.
So, I used to work in corporate, and so, like, anytime, like, even before, like, I would always, until, like, late 20s, I would wear my hair straight anyway.
Right.
So that was my thing. I would always go anyway to a
job,
interview,
interview.
or, go to work with my hair straight until,
Right.
like, I guess, when I was like, okay, well, I'm just going to embrace my curls, that's when I started even wearing my hair curly. I wouldn't wear it like the big, big, big fro like I wear it now. But, the last interview, I would say, like, I did have my hair curly.
Okay.
Yeah. And, and it's just so happens that
Was
the
it
girl.
corporate?
Yeah. So the girl was from New York, and she was Caucasian, and she had curly hair.
Oh, wow.
So it was just like,
Shout out towards the curly hair.
yeah. So,
Our Caucasian sisters.
so, it just worked out. And, obviously I got the job, and
Okay.
yeah. How about you, Simone? Would you?
Yeah, all my experiences in corporate. I still work full time in corporate, and so I'm a straight hair person.
That's so interesting.
I am natural, but I've never ever worn my hair in a natural state
Ever?
ever, except when I blow dry it. I mean, when I wash it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's always straight. It's always blown out, or I put a weave on or a wig or something. But when I've had interviews like recently, just like I had braids. I took my braids down. I might have had like some fresh braids and stuff, but I feel like it's just corporate. You just got to have this certain look, or more so Caucasians, you know, I'm dealing with Caucasians in interviews, and I feel like I have to like look a certain way for them to take me serious.
That is so interesting because, like, I do a lot of my clients and do their hair straight, and you know they'll say that, like, they'll come in for like a shampoo flat and be like, "Girl, yeah, you know,
I'm
I'm
going on an interview,
so I gotta, you
That's
know."
so true.
And I'm
Yeah.
just like, "Dang, like that is just like so sad to me that like because it's like, what if it was the other way around? Like we don't like be like, okay, because that's our natural hair that grows out of our head, right?
Absolutely.
So we don't be like, okay, well, you know, I'd rather have you, you know, to the straight headed people, I'd rather see your hair curly because it just doesn't look professional straight.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It
just-
sucks how our
It's
society
sad.
isn't, or just kind of like even, you know, mentally how I feel like I have to be or whatever, you know,
Right.
versus like your personality. You just like, what's
Yeah,
up? Hire
yeah.
me, or, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
But it's just something that, you know, these interviews or these jobs and stuff they give off, and although they, you know, they don't discriminate, you know, they do.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they look for reasons. I mean, it can go down to even nail polish color, you know.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah. We had that.
We had a
that
client. We had a
Mhm.
client recently. Actually, she's a friend of our engineer. She came into the podcast. I mean, to the hair salon, and she was mentioning that her boss was saying like, "Oh, your hair looks a little wild today," or
Why you do that voice though?
and she was like, "Oh," and she said something about her nail color, and she was like, "Oh, that's I don't know what word she used, but that's
Interesting
interesting
color.
color."
And the
or
crazy
something.
thing, it wasn't even all that like loud.
She said
Yeah.
like it was like pink or something. Oh no, burgundy.
burgundy.
Wow.
Because she had
Yeah.
the color on when she came in.
Exactly.
Wow.
So she
It's
was like, "That's
See, I couldn't do
interesting."
corporate.
You know, I know she worked in a law firm, and so she was like, "Oh, I gotta go do my nails and all that stuff." And you know, like honestly, like you gotta keep your job, so you gotta look a certain way. But it's sad that
It sucks.
you know that you have to look. You know, why you can't just express how you feel. You know, if you want to wear blue hair to work, you're not gonna take me serious because I'm not smart enough. You know, it's kind of stupid.
It
like,
just sucks. It
does.
definitely just sucks.
yeah.
I mean, but would you take if you needed an attorney and you know she was representing you for something that was like really serious, would you, if your attorney walked in with some blue hair, like would you take her seriously?
You know,
I'm just saying.
of course, like, I mean, no, not, you would just, it's
Really?
a stereo, it's
It's a
a stereotype.
I know,
like,
honestly-
you gonna think,
honestly-
like, I know well-educated, like, women who, you know, will have blue, pink, green hair, you know, that's just their life. They'll have long nails and stuff like that. But it's the perception, is how, like, you know, we've put that out there that, you know, these type of women are ghetto, or, you know,
Right,
ain't
yeah.
about nothing. But it's not true. But it's just the perception and the stereotype that's already kind of placed on us.
Right.
We have to look a certain kind of way. We have to act a certain kind of way. You know, it sucks.
Yeah. But I honestly, like, if my attorney and she talks some shit to me, like she got true game, like I'm gonna hire you. If she got blue hair, purple hair, yellow, green, whatever it is, like I think, you know, like we gotta get out of that mentality too.
It's just
And
Yeah.
and now how
It'd
I
be very
feel
Total
about
Recall.
see, I feel kind of like, you know, with long nails, like it should be a certain length
yeah.
because you can't clean your ass.
Yeah, I feel that way too. I be telling my daughter that. I'm like, how are you getting up?
No,
in
no.
your
I
ass?
don't know how it happens. I'm sorry. I don't know how it happens.
I've never thought about that, but now
No, seriously. Like, how
now
really
now I'm
are
thinking
you
like, how
cleaning
y'all
your-
do that?
Right. Like, right. You just
Kinda.
like
Just,
you know,
like, how are you getting up in there with them nails like that?
Like,
I
I'm
wonder,
sorry, guys,
too.
to give you a visual,
That's
but
true.
like
yeah, I never.
That's
to-
nasty.
you can have your nails to a certain length where it's like manageable, but
Yeah.
anything longer than that, like I just think it's just too much. Like, and then nails when they get longer, they kind of curve.
Curve over,
So
yeah.
you you put in all that.
Yeah. Okay, I got you.
That's just
Okay.
nasty.
But do you think? Okay, so do you think curly hair looks unprofessional?
I don't. Like I don't personally, but it's not like, you know, anytime when I make the decisions to wear straight hair or look a certain type of way. I'm just trying to think about what the other person's perception is, because I totally feel like, you can't judge a person based on that, but I don't feel like the other person on the other end is like that. And so pretty much,
And they're the one with the power because you're trying to get a job from them.
And unfortunately,
Yeah.
I'm putting myself, trying to, just present myself to their liking. And it sounds so bad now that I'm saying this, but it's so true.
Yeah. How about you, Soy?
Of course not. Well,
Yeah.
I think curly hair is great. And I think that the good thing is that, like, I'm seeing more, like, maybe it'll shift. I think it's starting to, because even with the movie that you mentioned, like the lead characters, they have curly hair, like Issa Rae, and Issa Rae, I don't ever see her wearing her hair straight. Like she, even when she does it up, it's still kind of like in a kinky sort of
updo
texture, updo or whatever. So, and then the young character, she has curly hair. So I think in the perception is starting to change.
Yeah,
so,
I think so too.
It's starting to. I think it's just a certain level, like, maybe, I don't know what to call it, but like mid-level corporate, they're accepting. I mean, you can even have tattoos and some things, but it's still kind of like the blue collar jobs is
right.
They not happening, or
it's
few. Yeah, I'm sorry. I said blue collar.
I know what you meant, girl. White collar, yeah.
White collar.
It don't matter.
But it's
few
few African Americans, in those roles and stuff like that, and their
Unless you're working
perception
for
is
Google. I think Google probably cool.
Google's cool.
Google's
like
tech companies out in LA. So
yeah. And they're trying to have those departments that, make more jobs for us and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and I'm like, okay, so where do you draw the line? Between like what's curly, I mean culturally, and what's like a professional thing. Because it's like, okay, would you say that having your hair in like really long braids down to your booty?
I mean,
like
look, when you have to move your hair to use the bathroom because it's gonna get in the toilet, it's too long.
Toilet.
But what if
it's
I
true
agree.
though, like you can have hair like, I mean, to each his own, and like if you're gonna have long hair, that's fine, like that's your preference, no offense, but like, is that something that you're gonna wear on the regular? Like, I know, like if I'm going out or something, like I know that those long ponytails look fly as hell, or even long hair, it looks fly, but that's something like a special occasion. Or I'm honestly who I am as a person. I'm not gonna go to the mall and wear a long ass wig to just go to the mall. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just has to be like a special event. But that's where just my mind is.
right?
As far as like anything else, like, I don't know where, like, could you go to work with neon hair?
I guess it depends on
It
where
depends
you
on
work.
where you work.
Yeah.
Because I see it,
Me too.
Yeah.
Like I see
And it
neon
depends
hair in
on
the pizza
your
shop.
profession.
Honestly, like in Whole Foods, like I see a lot of girls
Yeah,
with like
those type
green
of jobs.
hair or blue hair.
Or like pizza shops, you know what I mean? Like those kind of
Retail.
jobs. Retail.
Yeah.
Depending on what retail.
Yeah.
But not I wouldn't say corporate. You can't go with
I wouldn't see nobody working at the Coca-Cola company.
right.
Yeah,
with green hair.
Delta.
Right.
Oh yeah, they have a
with-
strict policy.
absolutely.
I think. Yeah.
Even when I used to work for the hotels, I used to work at the Hilton downtown. They were strict.
Really.
They were very strict as far as like your hair color. It just had to be like a natural tone. Like,
oh wow.
I had one of my coworkers. She kind of like, she walked a fine line, but she got like the midnight blue.
Yeah, like indigo. Like it looks kind of
black, but like in the
blue.
light you can kind of see it, and she got questioned about it.
Really?
Oh, wow. That's
But
when
he
you
didn't
just
like.
staring
He
at me too
didn't.
hard.
He didn't like. But he was just like, "Is your hair blue?" And it's kind of like But I don't think he made a big issue about it. But it was definitely a comment made. Like, I noticed it, but it was only like the kind of color that you notice, like when the light.
When the
hits.
light hits it, yeah.
But
Yeah.
they were some people are just straight.
I couldn't work anymore. I'm sorry. Like I couldn't like.
But it has to become more acceptable. I mean, because even our young girls, every now and then, like kids are putting like the streaks and stuff in their hair.
Right.
And it
Yeah.
seems like okay.
Right.
Like
Early on too.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
have two
so-
girls that I always do their hair, and it's
sometimes
they have
get
like
a little
purple.
Purple, yeah,
they
they
have
have,
a
like,
purple
purple.
braid or something like
Yeah.
that. And I think over time, like it'll be more accepting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as the like older people,
Yeah.
kind of
Get out the
die,
way.
right? Like,
Die out. Damn.
The millennials are like
Damn,
the new old
Soy.
people.
You know what I mean? Like, okay, retire.
Yeah.
Right.
And then, then like the new people
Absolutely.
will come on, and it'll probably just be a different, yeah.
I don't know, like, if it'll ever fade out in corporate America, though.
You don't think so?
No, I don't
I think
think
corporate
so.
America's gonna fade out. in a
You
certain
think
sense.
so?
Right. Corporate America itself.
In a certain, like, I think like a lot of jobs are gonna be at home jobs,
Right.
Or
Yeah.
work from home jobs. People are scaling back, and then for certain positions, technology is gonna kind of replace people. I think it's definitely way down the road, but I definitely can see like certain positions and companies just scaling back due to technology and just scaling back and having people work at home.
I see that too.
Yeah, me too.
Because it's like cheaper too.
Absolutely.
You don't have to have the brick and mortar, and you can be remote.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I mean, right before I left corporate America, they gave me the opportunity to work from home. And, when I had that freedom, oh my God, can nobody take it away from
You could
me?
wear some blue hair if you wanted to.
Girl,
right?
I got my nose pierced.
Right.
I mean, I didn't get a tattoo because
I was gonna say you can get some tats.
I don't like tattoos. Not that I don't like tattoos. They look fly on other people, but I just wouldn't know what to get.
It's just permanent.
Exactly. It's too permanent for me. So, but yeah, I loved working from home. So I did everything I wanted to do with my hair. That's how I did the big chop, because I fucked up my hair. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think, in the future it'll probably change. But right now, I think that some people do have to be a little bit more, reserved when it comes to their hair, unfortunately.
Well, someone slipped in my DMs, or in our DMs, hair and whatever DMs. And she had a question about her locks. We actually spoke about this last week about locks, and she said, my locks are extremely dry. What do I do? So you, Soy, as a professional, what would you recommend? Like,
I would recommend first, like, I don't know what she's using on it, but stick to natural oils that mimic your sebaceous glands, like the oils that you create in your scalp, natural oils, and try to stay away from any hard waxes, jams, gels, those sort of
definitely
things.
gels
Yeah.
that have alcohol.
Right. And deep condition, and just when you deep condition, just make sure, because the hair is locked, depending on how concentrated the conditioner is, just make sure that you're rinsing all of the conditioner out. And
Right.
maybe use a leave-in.
Yeah, as well. I also recommend diet,
Oh, yeah. That
we
could
always say that,
contribute to it.
diet is everything. What you put in your body, you're going to see on the outside. And water, drinking
Yeah.
water. Number
Staying
one,
hydrated.
hydrator. And maybe you think, just because you have locks, you're going months without, not months, but like maybe weeks without shampooing your hair. Maybe you need to incorporate, perhaps every 2 weeks, I would say, to shampoo your hair.
Maybe twice a month.
Right, yeah, every 2 weeks,
Yeah.
shampoo your hair, deep condition. Of course, deep condition is like, and when we say deep condition, I'm not saying leave the conditioner in for longer. I mean, it has to say, on the bottle, it has to say deep conditioner
Or hair
or
mask.
hair mask. So,
Yeah. So, and that should help.
Yeah.
Let us know.
let us know what happens.
Some notes.
Here you go, girl. Here you go.
What was that word? You said sabbatical gland. What was
Sebaceous.
Sebaceous glands. Sabbatical.
Sabbath.
I want to go on a sabbatical.
Sebaceous gland? What's the sebaceous gland?
It's the glands that produces the oils
Okay.
in your scalp.
Y'all so educated. That's why y'all professionals.
No, like it's just more like we always say, Soy and I, we have like a passion for hair. So when you have, it just comes naturally,
do.
just like you in photography.
Gotcha.
Like you're gonna just like research like, oh well, how do you take this picture, or how to get this
What
angle,
lens
Right.
to use?
So
and
it's
all
just
of
like
that.
it's the same thing, and Soy and I, we go to classes,
we still learn. Like, we
yeah,
never stop
because things
learning.
change too with time, like,
That's awesome.
yeah.
Once you stop learning, you stop growing.
Right. So gotta stay on your A game, girl.
That's right. Stylist, keep on educating yourself.
Yeah. So, Simone.
Gosh.
Photography.
Right.
I love photography.
Yeah, I love. My dad was a photographer, so
Really?
yeah,
me.
so he would always take pictures of me. So
Sorry, but you used to be a model though, right?
I mean,
Kind
not by
sorta.
choice. Like my father just put me into like modeling and all that stuff,
it
and
just
then I love taking pictures because he was always like behind the lanes, like
Yeah.
let's take a picture, So I like it.
I just started liking taking pictures. I hated taking pictures.
I love it. I hate taking pictures of myself.
Yeah, myself. Like, oh my God.
Or I hate other people taking pictures of myself. Like I can do like the selfie, but I have
Right.
to be in control of it. 'cause,
Yeah.
I have to see it, and I just know
Like
know.
what the angle is.
Yeah.
And so how do you feel about that? So how do you feel
Wait,
about
how did you get started?
Oh yeah, how did
Okay,
you get
okay. How did
started?
I
Yeah,
get started?
first.
Okay. Well, I got started like about 10 years ago, 11 years ago in high school. I took a visual arts and photography class. It was film. At first, I thought I was just intrigued by the fact that you could develop, we developed the film.
Right, in the
so
class.
nice.
Yeah.
So like that's how
In,
I
like, the
started.
dark rooms
Yep, in
and
the
stuff.
dark
I love that.
rooms and just hanging it and
Yeah.
stuff like that. That's like what I really did. And then like the DSLR cameras kind of made their debut, but I didn't really focus on that. It was more like real film, 35 millimeter film. And then I played basketball. That was my history. So I was a basketball player. I went to college for basketball and everything. And when I really wanted to major in art, at the time photography, while playing basketball, my dad was pretty much like, hell no. There's no money in that.
Right.
My dad real blunt. He was just like, there's no money in that shit. And
Yeah.
just fussing. And I was just like, all right. So then I just became a business major. But then here I am, after college and went and got a job and stuff like that. And it was just kind of like, okay, I'm bored. I'm working 9 to 5, but like, what am I supposed to do? And I just connected with some old friends, and they were into photography, and I was just like, yo, let's link. And, teach me with the DSLR, like, teach me like the new camera, and let me just shadow you on some gigs and stuff. And I got back into it, and that was 4 years ago. And then people start asking me how much I charge. I was like, what? Like, you charge for pictures? And then, my mentors and stuff, they make this amount. I'm like, what?
Right.
And then, so I
You
started.
can get paid off your passion.
Man. And so from there, it just kind of took off. And since then, I've just invested in, my growth, like learning from, some of the big names out there and attending classes and workshops and just kind of traveling, I just started taking it more serious, and while working a full-time job. And then I left one full-time job because I couldn't do both, and now I'm in a position where I'm still working full-time, but it's super, super flexible, and hopefully this will be my last full-time job.
Right. And
So,
you can
yeah.
do photography full
Absolutely.
time.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I'm all about that. I'm all about people doing their passion full time.
Absolutely.
So you said you specialize in like lifestyle pictures.
Yeah.
What else you said?
So I started off like, cause my mentors, they were wedding photographers. So I started off just learning wedding photography, going with them, job shadowing, being their second shooter and stuff like that. And then this past year, I mean, weddings are a lot, especially if it's your one-man show. They're beautiful, but it's just the post process in the weddings, editing 1,000 pictures,
Yeah.
yourself, and then like continuing to shoot multiple weddings like almost every weekend. I burnt myself out last year. While it can be financially beneficial, I just don't have the manpower, and then working a full-time job.
Yeah.
I just don't have the manpower to do weddings like that. And so what I really enjoy, though, I like, one-on-one sessions with people. I've been connecting a lot with just entrepreneurs, and just kind of getting them started, going away from like the corporate headshots, but making it a more contemporary feel, lifestyle shoot. So a lot of like my entrepreneur clients, they've been creatives or like real estate agents or, but people who don't want just like the normal, that pose.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
That real
Yeah.
estate pose.
but to bring out a different personality, I had a real estate agent just recently like we were in a beautiful home and she was jumping on the bed like with excitement. Like, you know, that was one of her pictures.
Oh, that's
I
awesome.
like that.
Yeah.
You know, that's like cool. You know, I guess my style is kind of like candid.
Yeah.
Candid, but you know, I still kind of pose, but more natural. It's real like an organic,
Like capturing the moment.
capturing the moment.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I see myself doing, but it's just kind of my clientele has been like, you know, ministers and church folks.
Oh, wow.
And
you do a lot.
It's yeah, and then I do like maternity and I do engagement. I love doing engagement.
I was gonna say
sessions.
kind of like engagements. Yeah.
I love
Instead of
doing
like
that.
the wedding, the whole wedding thing.
Yeah, yeah. I'll do your engagement session.
Right.
And then just, you know, find somebody else to shoot your wedding.
So you're now you're opposed to like the weddings?
I'm not like, if somebody asks me, like I'll set my prices like high enough for me to do it and make me want to do it, but I'm not out there just saying like, you know,
This is what you
I'm
specialize in,
booking
yeah.
my wedding. Like,
I feel you, girl,
You know.
because that's like me with like sew-ins. That's how I feel. I'm like, you know what? The money is good, but I don't want to do
Yeah.
it.
Like
It's not
I'm
worth my
good at
time.
it. You know, that's how I started.
Yeah.
So I know the ropes, but just long term, you know, maybe down the road if I build a team or, you know, however photography
Yeah.
takes me.
Right.
But I'm more interested in like I want to be able to travel. I want to travel and instead of wedding clients, I'll trade that for like a corporate gig.
Mm-hmm.
You know, go do a corporate like a
Corporate event, a
corporate
seminar,
events,
or
and,
whatever.
you know, conferences and stuff that they have like for a weekend long. I rather do that, and it's less stressful. It's
Yeah.
just you just sitting there kind of just snapping, and you making a little bit more than a wedding. You know,
Yeah.
something much more lighter. So I'll do more so corporate, or I just want to travel. Just want to travel, meet people, and just see how where that can
Travel
take
and do
me.
your passion.
Absolutely.
That's what I want to do.
We're gonna do it.
Yeah. We're going to go all around the world.
That's
And
right.
talk about all these curls.
That's right. I love that. I love that.
Y'all gonna
Right.
need somebody to take those pictures.
That's
and,
right.
And I'm also learning video. So.
Oh
you know.
yeah, yeah, we can
Oh,
all
yeah.
travel together.
Exactly.
Travel all around
We got
the
our
world and talk
team,
about-
guys.
right? And talk about the curls. So, how do you feel about other people taking their pictures, like, you know, with like the smartphones and stuff like
Yeah.
that? Like, how do you feel
So
with that?
that's a good question. And so some, you know, these cameras. I mean,
These cameras are like
they're
really
they're
good.
becoming really good.
They're like 4K.
This Google Pixel. I'm not a Google person. I'm not. You know, I'm
I
all
heard it's
Apple.
really
But the
good.
camera I've seen, and I was just like, wow, they trying to steal my clients.
Yeah.
But no, it's still good. But I still think it's room for photography. I think more so is it's just becoming. I have to take a more creative approach to how I shoot people, and then just the experience. You know,
and more specialized or
and
something.
special,
Specialized.
absolutely. But you know, for the little moments, I think, you know, it's definitely good to be a camera and phone photographer. But I think there's still room for me, you know, with the people that I connect with and you know, my clientele from a creative perspective, to still be beneficial. And I just have to just think of different ways, you know, to be relevant, to
Yeah.
remain relevant, and kind of stay above
the technology.
this technology, because I mean it's shifting, and I think that's what, you know, a lot of, even like, you know, hair, you got the YouTube teaching everybody how to do it, but you still
you still, I mean,
YouTube don't know
yeah.
how to do
let me tell
shit,
you,
man.
it's a difference for doing hair like this and doing hair like this.
Yeah.
Like, even with me, it's harder for me to
Yeah,
like,
she always asks me,
yeah,
like,
I always ask her
Yeah.
to do my hair. Like, I'm not
Yeah.
about to be out here cutting my ends, like, you know, pulling it. Like, that's crazy.
I've been a victim of YouTube. A victim.
Hey, no,
Victim.
listen, I get it.
It works
but-
for certain people, but
It
it doesn't work
does.
for everybody, you know, because I've
Yeah.
learned from YouTube
Yeah,
a few techniques
you
and all
know?
that stuff,
Yeah.
and, you know, but not, you know, but that's a whole
That's a
different-
whole nother thing.
That's a
Don't
whole
get us
other
started.
thing.
Okay, I'm
But
sorry.
do you
My bad.
University. Don't get us.
My bad.
Don't
Don't
get us
we been hyped
started.
up about the YouTube university.
Do you like, can you tell, like, okay, so now we have social media.
Yeah.
Can you tell, like, the difference, like, between a professional photo shoot and a smartphone photo shoot?
Yeah, for the most part, absolutely.
Really?
I can.
Oh, Lord. So I be thinking I'm doing my thing.
I can, and it's all about the lighting and stuff like that, and then it's just the post processing.
Damn, so my shit, how my shit?
I mean, for the most part,
highlighted
Damn.
too much.
but it's also just, and then oh my gosh, you know, the post process, and even like when someone shoots on their phone, but then they kind of Facetune. Is it Facetune? Y'all know Facetune?
Yeah.
The
Facetune.
Facetune,
Or
yeah.
I mean, I'm guilty
Visco.
of Visco,
Visco.
even what's the shit? What's the stuff that everybody Snapchat?
So, yeah. Oh yeah. I
No
mean, I do a
filter,
I do a little
yeah.
Snapchat
Filters
filter.
are, I
Yeah.
think they're different.
They
but as
benefit
far
me
as like,
every now and then. I need a little Snapchat filter in my life. But
Right, especially those days when you don't have no makeup.
but it's certain filters, and then I'm not a fan of the smudge look or the
Me
the
either.
real soft.
What's smudge look?
It's maybe it's not smudge. What's the word? It's just you
No,
don't
I
see
don't know.
pores. You don't see pores. It's like when people's face is just too soft.
Too
Yeah,
soft.
yeah.
Oh, I see.
I don't know what it's the softener or
Right.
yeah, I know what you're
I know.
talking about.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like it's not. You need to. I know what you're talking about.
It's
like when
just
they
not-
use a filter.
yeah.
It's kind of like a soft filter. They just
Right.
make your face look like
Smooth, real smooth.
like you know
Yeah.
how like the Snapchat filters kind of make our face look
real smooth.
but it's just something like some of these filters it's just not organic, like when they try and use it like for like a picture not like you know
Right.
Snapchat, you know, it's a Snapchat filter and you got you know.
Or Instagram, it's
Yeah.
like not that serious.
It's not
like
that
you
serious.
can you can put it on there, but
But certain things or you know I can also tell you know on some of those apps you can kind of curve your body or you know you can manipulate it.
Yeah.
I can also tell sometimes how people manipulate because certain things you just can't do. You know, you can't manipulate if you got on like patterns. You know, that's just
Right.
you know. Otherwise, you can see the squares become like slants. Or,
Exactly.
You know,
Damn.
certain things.
I mean, I would feel ashamed, like if I'm gonna alter a picture like that, and then I'm posting it, and I can see, damn, like that
like
pattern
that
changed. Like
change,
how you
or
even
like
have the
it
courage
kinda
to put it?
move. They don't care.
I mean,
man.
they don't
People be
care. And
photoshopping boobies out here.
And I've altered like you know or made slight adjustments for clients, like you know, but it's not like you won't
Drastic.
just. I'm not doing any kind of drastic like.
like you about to make this booty look real round up in this picture.
I'm not unless they have requested that and they have paid for that. I can do it. But that's not my thing.
So has it been like ridiculous? Like, okay, like, nah, I'm not doing that. Chill, girl. That shit don't even look natural.
Like I mean, I've had like okay, so as just women, you know, we're our worst enemy. You know,
Right.
we critique ourselves. So even if you saying, "Oh, girl, I need to lose some weight," or you know, it is not even that serious. Like it's not even like, "Girl, you fine." Like you're not as big as you. But then like they, you know, so I can fix it a little bit. But if you want me to just like
like you just snatched.
you just
Yeah.
Like you
super
got that
snatch
tuck
when
going
you
on.
not like when you know we know you're not like that. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? That's
When I see you on a regular, girl, you ain't like that.
yeah. And you know, even sometimes like when I pose somebody, you know, certain postures or something like that may just even though that's not real life, it may just look like that. And so I'll fix it, you know, and post and stuff like that. But I mean I've had some I'll make it if you pay me to do it, I'll do it.
So you'll charge extra to like kind of like.
Certain like in advanced retouching. I have maybe had one case of it, but not too many people want to do like super advanced. It's
Super Photoshop
just
stuff.
normal stuff.
Do you
and-
feel like this bitch? She's
No,
I what is wrong with this bitch?
No,
Like,
if anything. Nah, if
She knows
anything.
she don't look like this
she
in person.
knows she don't look like this in person, but you know what? I'm gonna do it anyway.
If anything, like it brings awareness. Like, you know, people aren't happy with themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
that's what it
you
boils
know,
down to.
And just kind of like, but you know, my job as a photographer, just when I'm shooting, to make them feel comfortable, to
Yeah.
like, you know, like no negative talk, you know, about yourself and stuff like that. And, you know, I try and just do that the entire session, you know, when people just, because, I mean, some people have this is their first time doing a photo shoot and stuff like that, so it's nervous. I get it. I'm like that, too. I won't tell them that.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm critical of myself in front of the camera. But, you know, I have to just remember, like, you know, no, you're beautiful.
Right.
You know, no,
Yeah.
you're fine. You're, you know, make them feel comfortable because, you know, if I'm in agreement with them, it's hell. You know, and I don't want them to feel like
Like,
that.
yeah, girl, you kind of got a little bit of pudge just right there.
There.
So I want
Suck
you to
it
just
in.
suck it.
Now I do use people like, okay, tighten it up. Like, you know, when I say just tighten it up. Just,
Right.
Yeah.
Just tighten it up a little bit and I'll fix the rest.
Yeah.
You know, or, you
Just
know,
hold
think
that
about
stomach
like
muscle in.
like moms who just had a baby, you know, who kind of going through that, you know, so it's just like, you know, I
And
kind of know.
that's difficult too. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
just like what the woman's body goes through, like during birth, after
Absolutely.
birth,
Postpartum.
like, you know, it's just a lot. So it's like,
Sure is.
it is good that you do, you know, and give them confidence, and because we need that, you
Yeah.
know, we need more of it actually, you know.
Me too.
We need more.
We need some more Kendricks talking about some. Yeah, I want to see some
Exactly.
stretch
That's what I was
marks.
just about to say. Like,
Yes.
we need more. A lot of music embracing like curly, not curly. Well, yeah, curly.
There you
Right.
go.
With some stretch marks.
With some stretch marks and just
your natural
natural
state.
women.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
Natural
saying?
absolutely.
woman. Right.
You know, and our men too, you know.
Real
and,
bodies.
like telling us like, damn, you look good, you know, like
Absolutely.
I know your body went through all this, baby, but I love you.
I love all those stress marks.
You know, right. That
Yeah.
stomach a little bit wrinkly because it was housing my babies, but
It's okay.
it's okay.
There's so much pressure, and then I feel like men don't like they have like big bellies, and we're not like doing that to
Right.
them.
It's-
Ain't
you
nobody
know?
being like,
Girl.
Like, boy, better
Exactly.
get your ass up that couch and go.
but you know what? No man has ever been like, girl, I don't know about that stomach, so let me put my little piece away. We ain't doing it tonight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they not going to say that, you know? So
No, but men are also very visual, I believe, you know? And to them is like, you know, their sex drive goes down, you know, and they're not asking for it as much, and they look elsewhere as well.
Especially like with the social media and everything else that's out
Exactly.
there. I
So it
think
doesn't
that's
make it
made worse.
easier.
And I think that is just not real either, because like you said, like them pictures don't be looking like when you see them in person.
I know, but you know, women do get big booties.
Right.
And small waists. So it's like,
Yeah.
they do look like that in
Yeah.
person, you know, like on a regular. So it's just like, it's hard for us women, you know, and we're not telling men to go get plastic surgery, you know, or,
Like you need to go get that tuck,
right, go get that,
that
tummy
belly
tuck.
that's hanging over.
Stop drinking all that beer.
Right.
Get your
Drinking
ass
all
to the
that,
gym.
smoking all them hookahs.
So you feel some type of way?
Just saying.
Let it out. Just let it out.
BBMs.
Right. So do you think, so do people try to kind of haggle you on your prices? Like,
Yeah, so that's a good one. But you know, now that I'm learning, like, okay, so I struggled, you know, when you first starting out and stuff like that, and you know, I made a lot of friends and stuff like that. You know, that I was doing stuff for free or
Right.
you know, for the low. And then of course, you know, 4 years in, I'm not doing those same prices and stuff like that. And at first, that used to bother me. It used to bother me, like with my mind, like, man, like, you know, maybe I need to lower my prices down, but
No, you
but
need to
such
know
and
your
such
worth.
is, you know, and so I got to a point where when I started like getting non-friend clients, you know, people who knew my work and loved it and, you know, invested in it, was no problem. The hell with y'all. Like,
Exactly.
I'm good, you know, and I felt good. And just as a entrepreneur myself, like, you know, when I was getting my hair done and, you know, I used to be like $100 or $400, you know, you look at that, but it's just like, no, that's her.
That's her price.
$400
Yeah.
for
And if you-
hair.
because we get
like,
a lot, girl.
Yeah, and if you
Don't get
can't
me started
afford
about
that,
a client
then
recently.
they'll move on to something else, and then you'll attract the person who is
person.
willing to pay.
And
that's
you
what-
have to know your worth.
And
you
that's
know?
Yeah.
kind of how I am now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just, like, this is my price.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
If you
I'm
want it.
comfortable and
Yeah.
I'm
and if
good.
and if it's hey or nay,
Yeah.
Right.
And you know,
It's like-
Yeah, like recently, you know, I'm not gonna mention names or anything like that, but
No
I
name
went
drops.
through, you know, this,
who was it?
you know, like getting, you know, braiding someone's hair.
yeah.
Oh,
And, you know, like I know braiding, it takes a while, whether it's like an updo or whatever. And I know, you know, it's a lot on my body. You seen how I braid your
And you
hair.
always lowball yourself.
Yeah, like,
You charge really. I was like, I used to leave more than that because I felt like
yeah, but you know, like I'm very dedicated
You
to
are.
doing it. Like you see, I don't even
Perfectionist.
stop. Like when you know, I'm like I'm not taking no breaks. I'm not gonna stop and eat. Like I'm gonna go straight through it to get the client out. And so like, you know, people be like, what? You know, oh, I'm just playing, girl. But then send you like, you know,
yeah.
and I don't appreciate that, you know, and I you as an entrepreneur, you can value that and you can see
Absolutely.
that. Like nah, this is her prices, like, and then you're not getting no bullshit,
Right.
you getting a good service, good quality, just like us as like hairstylists, you're getting good products. We're giving you tips to take home. Some stylists don't even give you
Do
that. They be
that.
like,
Right.
nah,
And they turning around their products like you can't even see my
you
products.
can't see my
That's
products
so silly.
on some, you know what I'm saying? So I feel you, girl, but you
Yeah.
go ahead
It's
and,
definitely-
and
You gotta
charge.
charge with
Definitely.
because then after that you'll feel like raped.
Right.
Like you doing all this work and you going through and you not only that you gotta edit this, the pictures.
Girl, like
and
my
that's-
time, like
Your time is mad.
It's
Time
everything.
is
In the
more
beginning,
than-
I didn't value my time, but then as I started picking up more, like especially during the wedding time, when I'm just like I had no time just for myself and stuff
Right.
like that, because I'm always like editing somebody's wedding, night and day. But like time is just crucial.
Yeah.
Because I want to do more, and it's just like, okay, this is what it is. And now like I'm at peace. Like,
Yeah.
I have no problem turning people down or just
Yep.
like, here you go. It goes,
Yeah.
family, friends, certain friends I look out for and stuff like that, who've been there with me day one, just the loyalty thing. But
Yeah.
it's still like, they respect my hustle, and even if I do give them a discount with it, they still pay.
They'll still pay,
or-
yeah, because they know you're doing a lot of work.
Right.
Yeah.
I can dig it. I
Yep.
can dig it. So when are we doing a photo shoot?
I know we need to do a photo shoot.
She actually did my my
that was
oils.
that was like an impromptu.
Right, for my
Oh,
birthday
was
last year,
impromptu.
and she took pictures of my oil.
Oh, really?
Remember you said you was like, oh, that's a really good picture.
Yeah.
So
And
she
that was
does
a
good
random
jobs.
one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
we've definitely elevated from there.
I love the creatives.
Yeah. So, do you feel like as technology advances, do you feel that photography will be that kind of job that would fade out? Like, just like we were talking earlier with corporate America,
Yeah.
that certain jobs will fade out. Do you think because, the phones and all that stuff, they're, great
Yeah.
cameras on the phone, would it fade out?
I mean, it can and it can't. Like, just as another skill, like I'm learning video. While video is great, and especially like for social media purposes and stuff like that, or entrepreneurs like promos and just capturing those moments. At the end of the day, like I think about this: if I was to lose everything in my house, or you always have photos,
Right.
Like you always have photos, even though like I still believe in printing out photos. Like
Yeah, I love that.
I went back to because I give my clients a digital album, but now I'm starting to offer like back to like the wall arts and stuff like that. But me personally, I print out every photo in my phone. I bought me
You
a little
do?
printer.
Really? That is so
And,
interesting because, man, I have thousands
The
upon
good
thousands.
ones, exactly. And what do you do with it?
Nothing.
And then when you lose your phone and you don't back up your iCloud, they just gone. Memories.
Memories gone.
Yeah.
Like
Gone.
even in old computers, like I
Yeah.
have like
So what do you do with
many,
them?
Like,
So like I started going to, and they not all in albums, but I go to like TJ Maxx and stuff, and I've been buying like the little cool little family albums for like $5 or something like that. And I just bought me like a little 4x6 printer. But I print them out and I just put them in there, like the ones that say friends, family, love, or those
that's
I
type of
need to
things.
start doing
Yeah,
that. That's
that's
what
nice.
take it back old school, like how your
going
grandmother
back.
used
That's
to
what
do.
I'm. That's
Man,
what
I have
definitely what I've done.
because of my father.
Right.
Like I have a big Tupperware full of.
Me too.
And every time I move, I always go and look at it, like
Yeah.
go through all the pictures because it's like and they're in good condition because my father was like putting it in albums and all that stuff.
And that's what I have like for my grandparents and stuff like that. And we lost that. Like
Yeah.
technology took that
Technology,
away from us. But still, like nobody prints out. I've lost so many photos from different phones
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And just it was maybe like the last quarter of last year I started printing out all my. I had to go back and just print out all my stuff. And like I got all the prints. It's just a matter of organizing it and trying to and just like write on it. Just kind of like write on my photos and stuff like that. Girls Trip 2007, or just different things
Yeah.
like that. So, my kids or, down the road, I can remember these times
Yeah.
and stuff because I don't know how long, what's the next thing. Computers will be gone and
don't
know.
have
You don't know.
holograms.
You know,
Right.
yeah. You just don't know. And So I just feel like, photography, you always gonna have those photos. If you lose everything, you always have those memories. So I'm trying to like create that and get people to like buy back into that.
Right. That would be a dope movement.
Get people to buy back into that, and we'll see.
Yeah, maybe you should like start like you said, start offering that with your service.
Yeah,
and
I just started just to get people
back into it.
wanting that.
Yeah.
You
Or
know,
even like a digital book, like how they have like those digital books
Yeah.
that,
Like I've
those print books.
with what is it? Something fish online.
Snapfish?
I was about to say snapfish, but is it shutterfly? No.
Something Shutterfly. Well, they you can print out like a book and stuff
Yeah.
like, and I've
Yeah.
done it for my
Snapfish.
son. Just like of like him over the years, and he has that. He loves it. Like he
Yeah.
just like, I'm sure like later on in life when he's in
And
his
it's really
30s, he's
really
gonna be like,
inexpensive.
oh, that's dope.
Yeah, it's real cheap.
And it's just like the fact that I want to be able to look like I'm looking at pictures of my granny. She just turned 78, and my uncle they pulled a picture of her like was Miss Jackson State,
Oh,
back in
wow.
college,
Oh,
and I was just
wow.
like, wow,
Yeah.
looking at my granny now, like, okay, girl,
Yeah.
but just like, and I'm just thinking like, man, what I'm gonna look like when I'm 78 versus like now, you know what I'm saying? But just to have those moments, because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to show
It's a
y'all my
moment.
Instagram page,
Yeah.
or
Right.
Right.
It's a
So,
moment
yeah.
in time.
a moment in time for sure.
I know Instagram is obviously evolving and doing different things, and
It's gonna be something
And it's
else.
good
Something
that you're
else is
getting
coming.
into
Wish I knew what it was so I can create
video
Create it, yeah.
because now a lot of people are moving into IGTV.
Yeah.
Like that's the new, and now you can like put a little snippet on
Yeah.
your page,
So
and
people
still
you can draw the people in. And everything.
exactly.
Yeah.
So that's the new wave, I think. So it's good that you're getting into video, and I have that to offer your clients and all
Yeah.
that stuff. Yeah. So I need to hire Simone.
That's right. Check out her Instagram.
So you have your personal Instagram, but
Yeah.
you also have your
Professional
Instagram
Yep,
where
yep.
y'all can check out her work, and
Yeah.
so
My Instagram is Simone Renee Photo. Renee is RENEE. But yeah, Simone Renee Photo on Instagram. And Simone Renee Photography on Facebook. And my website is SimoneRenee.com.
Yeah, so y'all go check her out. Be supportive.
hire her, let her know that y'all want her services, and don't try to haggle her.
Exactly.
It ain't happening.
That's all.
Well, thanks for coming on,
Thank
Simone.
you, ladies, so much. This
Oh,
was
you're
fun.
welcome. It's fun, right?
It was fun.
Yeah. So y'all know how to reach us. If y'all have any questions, hit us up on Hair
IG.
and Whatever.
Hair
Hair Whatever. I was gonna say Royal Hair Goddess.
Hair and Whatever
Hair
podcast.
and Whatever podcast. Y'all can also email us hair and whatever podcast@gmail.com.
Slip into our DMs,
Yes.
ask us some questions,
Let us know.
give us some feedback, and you can look at us on YouTube. Check us out on SoundCloud and iTunes. Thanks for tuning in.
Everything. All right, y'all. Peace.
Bye.